Now? It took like an hour for it to reconnect. Damn, why was it like an hour to reconnect? Please. That was the longest outage for reconnection ever. Please forgive me. Alright, I am not sure why it took so long for it to recover. For momentary disconnection. The next month is free. It's ladies' night, Bob. Just ladies are free. Mr. Coffee 5+5 Blobix is here, so got all players basically 1800 and above. Ladies' night is sexist. We'll have a men's night too. Then it'll be fair. Chess Grease. All right, Fuchsia's here. Uh-oh. Oh, Fuchsia's not here. He was saying. So Chess Grease coming with a different system. Like yesterday was the Kopek system. Somebody must have told this guy that I don't like this. He knows me better than my own self. Maybe he studied my games. I have a terrible score against this line, as I mentioned before. Though A4 is, I don't think that A4 is usual. There's a trap that involves like taking on D5, but it doesn't work with the A pawns in. If he tries like knight takes D5, knight takes D5, knight takes D4, C takes D4, it shouldn't work here. I'm on my own now. It doesn't look right for white. How does he know to play the system? Someone like told him that I have a bad result against the system. He's only 2110 in classical, 2257, 2258, 2400 in bullet. Feels like I'm already in trouble. What can I do if he's the first one to challenge? Actually, Monday I'm not supposed to take non-subscribers. So I shouldn't have accepted his challenge, but he's friends with Jim. Jim was the one that asked that I let him in the simul, so I felt like I was almost forced to accept him on Jim's behalf. Next time, though, we're going to make him be a subscriber. Alright. He can't have, like, unlimited subscriber powers just because he's friends with Jim. Alright. So we'll take subscribers. Save a Dog, Mr. Coffee, Blubix. Dimitrilas is not a subscriber currently. Yeah, Jim tricked me. Now he's threatening knight a4. Alright, what am I missing now? Can I take on d4? Could I have taken on a5? I'm just psyched out. Actually, I resigned too early in the simul game against him yesterday. I had an incredible queen sack that I didn't see. Because obviously I'm not a computer. But if I had thought a little bit longer and been less psyched out. I don't like when I start playing people and they dominate me immediately. He seems almost unbeatable. Alright, he was beatable in the first game though. I actually missed a win in game 1. I resigned prematurely in game 2. So he's not that unbeatable. Here he's let me, I think he had g4 there by the way. On bishop f5, this looks, I might be toast after g4. Chess grease. Astrobate, thanks for the donation. Astrobate is our most generous trader we have here on the stream. I'm playing like a complete wuss. But I don't like having a minute less against a solid player. The two knights are well situated here, very solidly controlling the center. They're not that bad. The bishop pair is not that bad here for me to deal with. I could take with a knight. That knight, you know, heading for like d6. Knight b4. Is knight b4 actually a good move? It's really messed up. Queen h7. King h7. Bishop e8. That's messed up. Knight c2. And then his bishop takes on f7. I wasted all my time thinking about this tactic that it's ridiculous. I just spent like a minute and a half on knight b4. But he has this queen h7 move that just ruins it. Unbelievable. Knight before queen h7, check, king h7, bishop e8, and white is better. For knight c2, bishop f7. I evaluated that. Seriously better for him. Maybe I better trade queens here. At least his, his pieces are tied down. Bob is a charity. Wow. Look at that move. Incredible. Closest thing we've got. I have no time. It's like playing a GM. I think this guy's going to be like 2,800 soon. King takes is out. Groveling for a draw. And we caught him. He blundered. Knight a4. Knight d4 check first. I think he had an in-between move there. We're actually winning. Wow. You can't stop them both. That was lucky. Lucky that we won this because he just managed his time badly. I was worse like the whole game. And if you look at that position where he blundered with king c4, he's pressing for the win all the way. Yeah, actually just allows b5 check. King d6. I'm hanging on by my fingernails here. I was expecting like bishop e1, and then I realized I have b5 check. So he just missed it. But here I wasn't sure which way I should go. He could have played king c3. I thought this was a better try. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, he just blundered one move with b5. All right. Let's go on. We were lucky there. Very strong player. Save a dog. Okay, so subscribers are supposed to play, not non-subscribers. It's not Friday. So we gave, yeah, Palbenko passed away, Uber driver. Were you aware of that today? I'm not sure, but rest in peace, Paul. Yep, 91. I hadn't seen him in a couple years. I had no clue that he was ill or anything like that. I guess it doesn't take much when you're 91. Okay, save a dog. Alright, B6. Welcome guys to the stream. 91's pretty good. And the last time I saw him, he was in good shape, you know, for 91. I mean, he was very mentally 100%, and even physically, you know, good for 91. So save the dog. The hair of the dog that bit me. This is the position I've been playing with white. The other day, in fact. What did I face the other day with white, where I was impressed in my simul on Sunday? Someone played the black side of Petrosian. Was that James? Astrobate, that's the way it goes. You sound like Kurt Vonnegut. And so it goes. Slaughterhouse 5. Every time someone died, he would just say, and so it goes. So it was and that's the way it is. So it was HTFP. I don't remember what I played. Once I beat Yermolinsky with black somehow. It was like CD5, knight d5, bishop e7, king e7. And I won with black. An important game. Just kind of lucky. Look at my game with DQ'd yesterday. I have a beautiful line. With CD5 and then E4. I know what you're talking about. I have a knight on E5, queen on B3, but he had a bishop on F5. It wasn't on F5 when you looked at the position? This looks like one of my games from yesterday. This is like my game with that other guy. Was it DQ'd? No, this is my game with similar to my game with the Finnish player that I can't remember their name. Astrobay, you gotta. What's up? See you Wednesday. Are you leaving us? I know you can't make it tomorrow, guys. There's Astrobate. There's no stream tomorrow. Wait, what am I talking about? I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Let's start with the schedule. Okay, so I normally am not streaming on Wednesdays, but this week I have an issue. So I will be... Yeah, there was a guy who played knight g5 against me. I criticized him yesterday. The Finnish guy. That's going too far. It was a slightly different position, but it was kind of nutty. So Astrobate's going to go to work at this hour? I guess it's early there. You going to work at 3? All right. Let's try E5. Be like Magnus Carlsen. Carlsen Magnus. Everybody expects C5. We're going to do E5 instead. So Uber Driver, but I mean, I just saw a variation where I'm playing e4 and he plays bishop takes e4. I'd like to thank Merle Dixon and Asterbait for their donations. We're talking about a simul game I played yesterday where I was white and I had the ability to play e4. Black's bishop was on f5 to capture it. I had queen on b3 and knight on e5 and a threat against x-ray against f7. Uber Driver apparently was looking at it and found something. I looked and looked and I didn't find anything. So save a dog here. Save a dog, allowing me to get dynamic, a little bit dynamic. Thank me as well for my very generous gift sub. Thank you, Bob, for your generous gift sub. You're a sparring partner. All right, c5 it is. b5 would really detonate this position. Okay, if bishop a4, we'll reconsider. He might play bishop a4. Very annoying move. Thanks everybody for watching and tuning in. International Master William Paschall, we're playing Blitz and Rapid Chess Casual. If you'd like to challenge your subscriber, you get first dibs. Then non-subscribers can play. Mainstream Monday. So I was going to talk about the schedule. So we are not streaming tomorrow. Normally I have this arena on Tuesdays that I do. But tomorrow is bad. I have a problem. So we're going to be doing it on a different day. We're going to be doing the Tuesday arena on Wednesday, just to confuse everyone. Friend of Bob. Bob's buddy. Don't mind me, I'm not threatening anyone. I could have tried b5 again. Blow it up. Bring him all to the king side. Slow Hand Grind is the subscriber. We don't want to forget him. Mr. Coffee, Blobix. Dimitrilas, are you a subscriber? This is an annoying move. I think I'm going to play rook f8 because I don't want my back rank to get weak. That's a very awkward move. And certainly not ideal. But if I played rook e7, which was my plan, I'm seeing in the tarot cards that the back rank is going to get weak. So, calculated risk here. Very advanced strategy. The ugly rook f8. My original plan was to play rook e7, but I think we have too many issues with that rook getting down to a8. And he's taken the pressure off of e4 by playing bishop a4. I was actually trying to get him to play that, trying to trick him into doing it, because his bishop is sort of almost misplaced in a way. on a4? At least on c2 it was attacking the center. Anita, what's up? Uber driver's talking about the variation in hand. Oh, I had a knight. Another knight I had. Where did I had a knight? E4, bishop e4, knight e4. So I had a knight. Where was my knight? It was like on c3. Good God, man. I have no attacking plans here. This is a little bit too subtle, I think. Wow, he's just totally oblivious. Oblivious. Captain oblivious. Bishop takes h3, pawn takes h3, queen g5 check. Ooh. King h1, queen h4. Oh my God. King g2. I need a way to finish him off there. Okay, knight g4, pawn takes, rook h6, g3. Seems to hold water. There's also just like queen g5, which is nasty. This has got to work. I mean, it's just like intuition. It's got to work. It's at least a draw. I actually looked at this. Looked at what? Uber. G5, G4, King H8. In a similar position. Alright. Knight G4. Knight G4. Pawn G4, Rook H6. Isn't going to quite work, I think. Clearly has King H2 with a forced draw. I'll just have to take the draw after Queen E5 check. So King H1 might be better. So here I have Knight G4, which is the point. The point. So what's up with King H1? Bishop takes H3. Apparently sound. I'm like Alpha Zero. Bishop H3. So King H1. I have to admit I hadn't worked this out all the way. I knew I have at least a draw with Queen H4. But I just intuitively thought I was winning here. It looks like it's close. And I was looking at knight takes d5. I looked at queen h4, king g2, knight takes d5. Apparently I have to find this, this, and now this, threatening this. How does that even work, though? How does this even work? Like, just say he takes it. Rook g6, king h2. Holy crap, rook h6. This far I did not see, but it seems, you know. You want the same beer. All right. Glubby likes this attacking style. I don't usually use this brute force attacking style. 17 cent upon loss. Okay. So Mr. Coffee's up next. Look out, Mr. Coffee. I think we could get Mr. Coffee with a similar style of play. Honestly, I didn't. I'm just intuitively making this bishop sacrifice. I didn't see the forced win after king h1. I just felt that there's very likely a win there for black. That's all I can say. I looked at gh3, knight g4, move 11, but I came up with f4. F4, e takes f3 en passant, and then knight takes f3. Does that make sense? Or is he getting mated? H takes g3, knight g4, threatening mate on f2. Pawn takes pawn. No, I'm bad. My bad. I'm sorry. Knight g4. No, if you play knight g4, pawn takes g4, rook h6, then f4, of course. And then I have to take en passant. And then knight takes queen g3 is mate, right? I felt like after f4 there was defense for white. There, sir. Uber Driver wants me to play a tribute Benko Gambit for the late Paul Benko. Okay. Not this game, but next time. Oh man, Arsenal fan called the moderator a bunny. He's got 2 draws against me in his last 2 simul games. Arsenal. And deserved draws. I'm not just handing out draws because he's a mod. He played really, really solid. I was trying to beat him on Sunday, and I felt I was making progress, but couldn't quite seal the deal. Oh, you're calling me the bunny? Oh man. Yeah, you said wreck this bunny, Mr. Coffee. So here we go again. Wait, if pawn takes, he has bishop d3 now. Alright, so we can't do that here. He's too fast to play bishop d3. I have to take the bishop, no problem. I think bishop f6 is kind of weird. Massachusetts is getting overrun by bunnies, dude. Of course it's getting overrun by bunnies. There's not enough hawks. I cut down two rhododendron bushes. I had 2 rhododendron bushes taken out today. And people are just cutting down trees. It's like the Amazon rainforest, man. If there's nobody killing, you know, there's no habitat for the hawks to live in. Nobody eats the bunnies. I think they should just make it bunny season year round. Could save a lot of money. Castles. My son is like 8 years old. We went for a walk and there were tons of bunnies. He was like, yeah, I think the bunnies are going to take over. That was his theory. The bunnies were going to take over the community. There were so many of them. Like more bunnies than people. Knight c6 and trying to play e5, but I don't know why I'm playing knight c6. I don't normally like to do this. It led to a similar problem against Mr. Coffee last time, too. It led me into trading pieces. Actually, Uber Driver, where I live, there used to be coyotes and foxes, and I haven't seen any in a very long time. And it's got to be a direct result of overdevelopment. A lot of like wooded areas are being cleared out for homes and stuff, and it's gotten to a point, I think, where, yeah, there used to be a lot of those. Once in Boston, I lived near a park on the outskirts of Boston. There was actually a deer in the middle of the road when I came home. Bet you've not seen that in your Uber drivings. Jamaica plane in Boston. Stook took 2 out. Yeah, we had this discussion. I'm surprised Mr. Coffee didn't. But in the city, you've ever seen a deer in the city? I mean, I'm like on the border of Boston, but it's technically Boston. It was kind of crazy. I'm surprised Mr. Coffee didn't go for an exchange of pieces there. Alright. 2 bishops, but not much dynamics here. We need more bunny-eating predators. So maybe Mr. Coffee should move up here. What do you think, Arsenal? Killer of bunnies. You can come over the pond as well. You make a good rabbit basher yourself. All right, we're going to provoke Mr. Coffee here. Yeah, the sitcom Odd Couple. That's what I'm saying. You should come too. Is Mr. Coffee Felix Unger or the other guy? I think Arsenal is like the sloppy one. Mr. Coffee's like the neat one. How did I know? Leaving your beer cans everywhere? Unemployed. What are we doing, guys? Talking about bunnies. You got the bishop versus knight ending, put all pawns on light squares, beat the guy. The game resembled ours from yesterday, except I had the bishop. Yeah, that was an interesting position where the good knight is not necessarily better than the quote-unquote bad bishop. Mr. Coffee's gotten too solid. I'm going to have to like unmod him soon. I made him a moderator on the condition that he makes me look good. But it's just not happening lately. He's just too principled. The only chance to beat him is like on time. Anita says, ew. You're not unemployed? What kind of proper Brit isn't on the dole? Alright. Professional soccer fan does not count as a job, okay? Queen c4. It's probably more highly respected than being a chess player in the UK, though. Definitely, I should say. Mr. Coffee just coming with knight d4 next move. Probing, he's got e5 now. What did I do? Uh-oh. Caught me napping. You caught me napping. So I'm just going to have to suck it up and let him isolate my d-pawn. Mr. Coffee. Man, this sucks. Mr. Coffee's better. Just makes my bishops look stupid. It's a standard Tory attack. Great job. C5 ED6, of course. I'm just losing a pawn. It just bored me to death. So ED6, I guess I have to take with the pawn if I want to play for a win. No. No, that's just too strong for white. It looks like pawn D6, like pawn D6, knight D4 is horrible. Oh my god. If I take with the pawn to D6. I just saw he has queen D6, CD6, bishop G6 now. Winning material. I mean, I must be close to lost now. Very strong position for white. No weaknesses. I'm just groveling for a draw here. I don't like Mr. Coffee anymore. He's also threatening this little cute move. Wow, I'm just toast. I mean, bishop takes d4, I just lose a pawn for nothing. I'm going to try a different way. I lose a different pawn for nothing. Actually, it's the same pawn. But this way I fix, you know, I change the structure a little bit. There's this move, plus d5. Queen c7, very strong here. Mr. Coffee, clear pawn up. He fell for my trick. Perhaps he saw further. Literally scared the crap out of me with that. I did not see queen f8 check. Is it mate? d5. Mr. Coffee, I'm ashamed of this game. Shamed for me. Whew, you outplayed me brutally. So he's got a totally winning position after 23 moves. I have to, you know, not to just give myself credit where credit isn't due. But I mean, you guys have to give me credit for finding A5. This is like, I think, exclamation point move. In an almost hopeless situation, I managed to find like a practical defense. Actually, Warnaki, that's his favorite move. He's not here today. Very strange. This is literally like the only move I can find that gives black any hope of survival, because it's not about the rook c8 trap. It's about just like damaging his pawn structure enough that there's still a glimmer of hope for black to survive here. So I'm -1 in this position instead of like -2 or just like hopelessly lost. That's my greatest chess strength, is really defending bad positions. But I'm usually playing lower rated players on the stream, so I'm not getting these kind of positions where I'm clearly worse often enough to really demonstrate this kind of thing. But this is, I think, an excellent example. Very lucky there. Mr. Coffee, solid effort. Okay, guys, I need to take a break for a minute, recoup my nerves. Little breathing exercises. All right, that was too close for comfort. Mr. Koff. MC Offie. Blobix is up next. Another tough game. Is Dimitrilas a subscriber? Does anyone want to make him a subscriber? I'll be like Esserman, like ordering people to like give me subs. Somebody give him a sub. All right, Blubix, I can't play anything but c5. Anything else, he just destroys me. Play what you know. Did I ever play e6 against him? This is probably asking for trouble, but actually he likes b3. A lot of b3 players love to play b3 here. Yeah, standard. We never did this variation. Uber driver's talking about food again. Don't do that. Actually, I went to Papagino's today. Oddly enough, Uber driver. Had pizza. Meatball sub, also a good option. I'm from southern New Jersey originally, so Italian food is, even though I live in Hungary, just kind of strange. I'm kind of kids eat free on Tuesday. Is it? They still have that promotion? I went in today and this guy was applying for a job. And it was weird because he was probably like my age. I was kind of sorry for him. Everyone else that works there is like in their 20s or 30s. I mean, I'm 39, but I consider myself like a 40-ish age person. Okay, G3. What are we doing? Almost spilled the beans. I've never had anyone do this before with the G3 double fianchetto. Census jobs now. Is that the Donald Trump census or the real one? The Republican National Convention sends out these like fake deceptive mailings that make old people think that they're filling out like the national census. They even use the word like census on them and stuff. Yeah, the census was always a good job for the unemployed. I just was joking, Arsenal fan, because It's always like the British and the Canadians who complain the most about their like dole system or whatever, where unemployed people get a lot of free money. All right, bishop e7. I'm a chess player. It's a very respectable job. I'm so tired. Well, Anita just donated a gift one sub, a tier 1 sub to Dimitri. Wow, Anita. Soulless husks, devoid of critical thought. I'm sure they have other motivations too. Surely they're not all soulless husks. But I love your choice of word. Your choice of vocabulary there is awesome. It sounds like some kind of role-playing monster. A soulless husk. Something you'd run into in like World of Warcraft. You've encountered a soulless husk. Okay, c3. Creeping forward. By the way, never play the hedgehog against the King's Indian attacker. You get a position something like this. Luckily, Blobix's bishop is on b2, which isn't quite giving him the ideal King's Indian attack. You see, that's why I refuse to have a normal quote-unquote job. This way I can say I'm self-employed. It sounds cooler. Yeah. I'm afraid if I play e5, Blubix will be all over it. He probably loves playing the white side of the Roy Lopez. Oh, this looks ugly. Knight c7. I just played this. That looks gross. A bachelor's in biological sciences. Bachelor's in bias. Okay. So this knight is really bad. I don't want to exchange and improve his bishop. So we should just sit and play a bad Roy Lopez. That's all we can do. Is Nils drunk again today? You guys can have like a drunk argument arsenal. Have a few beers. Catch up to Nils. It'd be great having a drunk argument on the stream. Degree in ancient history. Well, I had a degree, I have an undergrad degree in psychology. It's actually liberal arts, so it's just my major, but I'm kind of like that, Uber driver. I'd rather have the money back. Can I have my money back? Is there a money back guarantee with this college degree? I would take the cash any day for my paper college degree. But that's really my choice because I wanted to be a chess player. Like most of those other chess players don't even have a bachelor's degree. How can you watch them? They're uneducated. Just because you're a grandmaster? Surely you jest. I want my grandmaster to have an MBA and a law degree. Okay, this seriously, in all seriousness, looks awful for me. My knight is just crushed. Brainwashed by parents and teachers. That's what they're for, man. was thinking about knight e5 followed by knight c6. Look at this knight. This is sick. I had this against Gregory Serper once. No, that was a knight on... Was that a knight on c7? Yeah, I think so. Sometimes I trick myself into thinking the Serper game was a knight on b7 in a hedgehog. But I think it was actually a6, c7. Awful. How is that going to get back into the game unless I can play b5? It's almost worse than just flat out losing a pawn here. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? It's disgusting, but I'm going to play a5, I think. Because I have the miracle of c7. Normally, Blobix would be like killing me if I play a5 in a hedgehog because he sticks a knight on b5. But in this particular position, I can play a5 and just cancel out his knight on b5. I don't know, Mr. Slowhand. I think e5 is horrible. You mean for me or for white? Like, I would never play this move. It looks positionally dead. Especially against a player like Blobix, who's so good at attacking primitive style on the king side. He's really good at the straightforward classical attacking. That's why I won't play e4, e5 against him anymore. Even try it. It's like playing against Bobby Fischer. You can't even give him e4, e5. You really... Even the Caro-Kann doesn't work well against... The difference between Blobix and Fischer is the Caro-Kann worked against Fischer, but not so much against Blobix. Well, I mean, that's the reason, actually. Uber Driver, you brought him up earlier today. I had a game with Eric Godin, a national master in Boston, like in the early 90s, where I was like 2200. And I had a game where I played the black side of a hedgehog against the King's Indian attack. And that's exactly what happens. The white plays f4, f5. And black doesn't have any sort of counterplay. You know, it's also like a closed Sicilian. Okay, the problem is that Blobix now gets knight c4, maybe. But I'm not sure how good this is. He's got to calculate the ramifications of different things here. Rook c8, knight c4, knight a4. He's got sneaky mates, okay? Clearly that's an issue. I wonder if I should play d5. It's kind of nuts, but... Man. Okay, let's defend this first. Just in case. You know, obviously he's going to stick rook d1, knight c4, and I'm... clearly in trouble. I'm not sure how much rook c8 actually helps me. I think I should probably just play queen c7 and get off the d file first. Warnaki, you missed a5. I'm sorry. Maybe my greatest a5 ever. Pivotal defensive move to save my game against Mr. Coffee. Sadly. The one day you don't show up on time, I play my greatest a5. What's my plan here? I wish I could play like queen b8. Maybe I could, but I can't afford to lose my b6 pawn under any circumstances. I think I'm in a lot of trouble, actually. The F word comes to mind. Knight e4. Bishop e4, bishop e4. No. The F word. Bishop a8. This was not the original plan. I don't think d5 worked, Nils, because that was my plan. But in the last possible moment, I realized he has bishop e5, just crushing my face. He just played e5. Whoa. Okay, e5 is kind of weird. No, I mean, my plan was to play d5, Nils, but I think that bishop e5 just wrecks me. Can I play d5 now? Queen check first. I'm having hallucinations at this point. Those pieces are coming back to life. Anita, very generous. Thank you for subscribing for Dimitri. He's up next. He'd be in trouble if you didn't do that. We need a raid or something. We're down to 24 viewers. This damn St. Louis thing. Always the St. Louis tournament destroys my stream. All these people want to watch Super Grandmasters. Unbelievable. We're playing real chess here. Pawn for your thoughts. Should I have just played e5 first? Blobix goes for that. I can do it anyway. Mother of bishops. This is looking good. I'm almost blundering here. I really want to blunder. Really, really want to blunder. Phew. Alright, that was close. Got a little scary there. Blobix had a lot of pressure throughout that game. I was able to survive. Common theme here. Okay, Dimitri with a new subscription. Thanks to Anita. Okay. Do you say Dima like Russians? Dimi. Actually, it just came back to me. There was a... Oh no. So this psycho guy just... Anyway, long story short, I sold a baseball bat on eBay, and the guy just must have done like a search for me. He sent a nasty reply. He's like you. He must be like you, Bob. He does like searching for people's identities. He ended his message with checkmate. His angry last message was like checkmate. That's what I call a checkmate. I love humans. They're good. Doing identity searches for your eBay seller. So the guy sends me this message where he tried to get money back for the bat. Now he didn't refund it, and he sends me a message that he's going to get even more money reselling it. So basically, what's his point? He tried to cheat me out of money. He couldn't. And then, so now he's like, haha, I'm going to make more money than you thought. Wonderful. Okay, what is going on here? Dimitri. Yeah, the guy is really psycho, and he's got 100% reputation score on eBay, which must mean like nothing. I think you could just like buy reputation on eBay, probably. I don't know. I mean, it just seems ridiculous. The guy's extremely nasty. There's no way he didn't have other... There's no way he didn't have other people he had issues with. He tried to cheat me in like 2 different ways, and he claims he has like a perfect reputation. I'm sure. I think you can buy eBay. Just get people to like pretend and send you fake like reviews, or just sell stuff to your friends, have them give reviews. All right, Dimitriev's getting kind of scary here with G4. It's turning into my last game. Cheer 200 honor of Benko. Paul Benko passed away. I don't know whether it was yesterday or today. Very sad news. But he was 91 years old. He lived a great life. Truly rest in peace. Unfortunately, I didn't get to know, even though we lived in Hungary, you know, he wasn't very active in the last 10 years. I never got to play him. He almost never went to tournaments. I had some chats with him a couple times, but that's about it. I love this guy. Dimitri's got a great style. Man. Is there any problem with bits? There's a problem with bits. Try refreshing the stream. I'm going to need some bits to make up for the baseball bat I sold. Apparently. Apparently it's worth a lot more than I thought. C'est la vie. At least I sold it to a complete asshole. That's the good news. Cheer 20,000. I need you to cheer. I need you to cheer like 1 million right now. Can you do cheer 1 million, Bob? Anybody want to do a 1 million cheer? I wonder if he released attention there a little too early on H5. Damn, dude, the diagonal. Dimitri has ability, but he has bad time management. Mr. Coffee, thank you. That's... Let's see. How many times does 100 go into 1 million? 10,000? We need 10,000 more of those. Will be good. But I'm very appreciative, Mr. Coffee. Thank you. I really wouldn't mind if I had gotten... It's not like I swindled, not like I got swindled by someone, but I just feel bad that I shortchanged myself against a really nasty person. If it was a nice person, I'd be happy for them. Congratulations. All right. I don't think there was a grievance. He was trying to cheat me, actually, out of $400 when he was already like really set with a good deal. All right. This looks really good for black. Could I win the exchange? Where could I win the exchange? I didn't see it, Arsenal fan. Oh, lucky I had that. All right. Banco Gambit. I need to play a Banco Gambit. All right. Nobody plays D4. Mr. Coffee playing closed queen pawn systems though. Actually, yesterday Mr. Coffee played a loud mainline queen pawn game. The Acerbate Rook. coming to a theater near you. Good for you, Mr. Coffee. I was just talking to Move 11, who's here actually. Wow, Warnaki 200, thank you. I think it's good to play, you know, sharper stuff. Don't be afraid to branch out and only stick to your safe openings. I think it will only benefit you in the long run. Mr. Slowhand, also a subscriber. Bob, Arsenal fan. Let's go, guys. Appreciate the subscribers. Our viewers are a little low today due to St. Louis. That's all right. Will Wolf is here, also a subscriber. All right. Jim with 400 bits, cheering me up a little bit. I forgot to play the Benko again. I'm sorry. It's never too late. Sometimes it's too late, though. I'm still going to get into Benko. We have another hour. It's so weird because I don't play the Benko. I'm an autopilot on the first two moves. Arsenal is too late with the chat. It's not too late to get a Benko, technically. Oftentimes I'll play c5 and b5. Kira's did that. It's not considered a really good version of the Benko. If I play like a classical knight f3, d6, bishop e2, c5, d5, b5. First time tuning in, you can see totally depressed. Totally depressed, dude. All right, I'm not going to worry about it. Funny that somebody asked me about the eBay bat situation today, and I was like, no, I haven't heard anything about it. What is my wheelhouse opening? What, the King's Indian? I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. I haven't played the King's Indian enough in the last 20 years. I kind of gave it up. So it's a pseudo Benko. It's a Benko delayed. Maybe intuitively, like deep down, the King's Indian is my deepest opening because I played it for so long. But I think in terms of like modern theoretical knowledge, I've probably fallen behind the learning curve. But at the amateur level, like maybe I'm stronger in that, you know, when I'm facing like lower rated players and stuff. Perhaps. He declined it. The King's Indian attack is a delayed Benko. Well, you can play a rate T with white and get a kind of Benko reversed. I don't know what you mean though. Now, I would like to trade a set of pieces to kind of free my position here. Keeping an eye on d5. I can play bishop g4 to trade pieces, or possibly bishop d7 and bishop b5, which is a Wojo idea. I played b6 against the Benko myself. The pawn b6 declined. So I'm kind of familiar with this type of position with white, except I feels like he's down a tempo. I mean, really, somehow, why? I guess he's not. I mean, how could he be down a tempo, actually? Couldn't be. I guess here, instead of knight takes b6, queen takes b6 is more normal. And then knight d2. Queen c7, knight c4 would actually transpose to games I played with the white pieces. Yeah, queen b6, knight d2, queen c7, knight c4, knight b6. But that's a simul game that I had with white. This bishop should be on f4. So maybe there, white should not castle, but play knight d2 like one move earlier or something. So I think I'm the one that probably like left book a little bit here. But who knows? Maybe because he castled instead of playing knight d2, I'm actually doing the right thing. I'm not sure. Bishop g4 is interesting. It feels kind of lame though. Bishop d7, rook e1. This doesn't look right. It does free up c8 for my knight to maneuver to a7 and b5. I had this game with Alexander Wojciechowicz, also rest in peace, who absolutely destroyed me. He absolutely destroyed me by just doing bishop b5 in a similar position. It like frees the black position completely. Obviously here it's like contingent on this a2 pawn. a2 pawn hanging and e4 pawn hanging. So he just plays bishop e3. Okay. Trying to play like knight a4, undermine his e4 pawn. White's spending a lot of time and I'm playing rather fast here. Fuchsia likes hanging pieces. Is Fuchsia here? Uh-oh. Alright, well, interesting move. Whoops. Tactics. It's really not that clear what's going on. Knight a4, queen a4, bc, knight takes e4, or even queen takes e4. a2's protected. It feels like it's going to just kind of evaporate. Like the whole position is going to peter out, but maybe not. BC, queen e4, CD, ED. But he could lose a pawn on d5. I don't think rook b7 is going to matter that much here, Arsenal. I mean, if you could magically play rook b7 with the pawn. Okay, like say bc, queen e4, rook b7, queen d5, you're losing a pawn. Maybe Arsenal's talking about a different variation, like bc, dc, rook b7, queen e4. Even that's probably okay for black. It looks like this pawn is the one that becomes very weak, actually, on d5. And I'm threatening just to take here now. And obviously if e5, I have knight takes d5. So everything's in order. White center is falling apart. Rook b7. I think you should play rook b7 right away. I'll claim illegal move. Illegal move wins. In Blitz, at least. I don't know, the rapid, what's the rule, Mr. Coffee? In rapid? Illegal moves? Actually, what happens in US sanctioned tournaments? It's like it's boxing. I'm calling them sanctioned. But anyway, Mr. Coffee's a national tournament director. Wow, queen c4. That's a cool move. He thought a long time on this. He basically prevents everything. I think I'm having deja vu. This is a little passive. Taking pressure off of e4. Was that the right answer? Probably not. I didn't know what to do, though. For Paul. Well, now that's protected. Now Arsenal's probably right about this position. The same in Blitz, like you lose if you make an illegal move. Rapid's a good question. Maybe I had even better there. White is slightly better now. It looks like the result of a bad Blumenfeld. Now I have to grovel. Grovel for draw. Maybe Arsenal fan suggestion starts to come into play here. White's just not taking any risks. Actually, it reminds me of the game I had to draw against Arsenal fan the other day, where I was like slightly worse. Bishop d4, knight d4, pawn d4, rook c4, rook b8, check, come down. Probably I can hold this. I don't like rook c8 though, it's extremely passive. I guess I should play d3. Bother him. I don't mean to be a bother. You see what I'm saying, Arsenal? This is very similar to that rook ending we had in nature. Nature against nurture. Mr. Slowhand drawing the Benko. My best Oleg Krivonosov imitation. Now. I guess you lost the ending, Arsenal. Sorry. But you should have drawn. Was that the case? Does he have rook f3 here? Wow, nice calculation. He's very slow. Looks like I'm playing for the loss here. Close to winning now. What is this, some freak position? Take, king takes, king e4, king h5, king f5. What the? That's weird. I can play f5 check. That looks crazy. f5 check, king d5, and I can lose. King h6. Oh my god, I'm like a pawn up. And I'm worse. Rook f3, king f3, king g5, king e4. I guess like king h6. King f4, g5 check. King h5, king f4, g5 check, king f5, g4. Pawn takes pawn check, king h6. King f6, h3. King f7, h2. I actually got queen first there. Oh, you just get out. My god. I can't believe it. He's a genius, dude. Wow, I totally forgot you could play g5 check and king back to g4. Damn, dude. Nice and slow. Stuffed. Well, the guy's an endgame genius, apparently. I mean, if it's not a win, it's not a win. What am I going to do? What a position. It's just a draw. It's just a draw. Nothing I can do. Here, apparently, I might have been winning if I don't play rook f1. No, it's just a draw. Just ridiculous. Wow. King h6 more accurate than king h5? It looks like the computer thinks so too, but it doesn't matter. We're just going to get to the same place, right? Just the same place. Wow, nice game. All right, Bob Sack. mean, I could even lose in some positions if he's like queening faster than me. The Bob sack. The Asterbait defense. I mean, the Reverend Owen has been dead for 150 years, right? We can give it a new name. I'm thinking about F5 just being psycho aggressive. But let's do a hippo. We'll start with a hippo and go from there. Actually, all right, I gotta play this because it's like I was looking at this earlier today with somebody. Closed Sicilian with early B6. Wow, turkey farms here. Hypermodern anti-closed Sicilian with B6 immediately. Kind of a rare bird. Get it? Turkey farm. Funny the turkey farm came around because we have turkeys here in my region and they were totally MIA the whole summer. But just in the last couple of days, they came back there in my yard again with like baby turkeys. The baby turkeys are already pretty large actually. I guess they were gestating. That's not the word, but close enough. The turkeys are back. They're usually around in the fall, late summer, fall. I think because it suddenly there was like a drop in temperature of 10 to 15 degrees over the last couple of days. Turkeys were, oh, it's winter, okay. Bring out the kids, Marge. And my yard is really good because I didn't get to clean up everything. And there's lots of acorns and shit. All right. Acorns and stuff. Castle's D6. Where's move 11? I hope move 11 didn't leave us. It's a very important game. Yeah, we have tons of squirrels. I think the bunnies are sort of dominating the squirrels now. Donkey. No donkeys. There used to be a petting zoo in the region, but they closed that down years ago. Tiger accident or something. Oh no. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. All over it. Alright, what are we doing? The Bobster. Mr. Coffee's like a Glock. With a light trigger. Alright. Reptiles. How did reptiles get in this? We're talking about turkeys. Wow, scorpion crisps. Sounds Asian. We can ask Juicebox Wizard. Is that like a Thai snack or something? Man, Bob. Wow, B3. He thinks he's Blubix. Nearly losing his lunch on the long diagonal. But not quite. I think it's time. Break out the Ponda. He just ignored it. We're going to take Bob down now. Bob just let me play H5, H4. Ultra violent. Snuck it in there. He didn't have the presence of mind to play H3. He's not really accustomed to this opening. Wow, knight d4 looks evil. So many good moves. There's too many good moves to even count here. Look at those bishops. It's a chess buffet. All you can eat. Bob's not long for this world. Actually, we're only winning one pawn. Like rook c1, knight a2, rook somewhere. I mean, I didn't have to do it this way, but it's the simplest. Cardboard. Just don't. Ah, okay, I was waiting for you to play queen d2 so I could take here. I didn't even think about taking with a knight. He did. I warned you for your own good. Oh man. I thought he might even play rook f2 there. I feel like Morphe must have felt the good old days. Rook h2, king h2, knight g4 check, king h1. Castles. And that's fun. Feels a little too fancy, doesn't it? I might have just lost a piece, though. Oh my god. I just lost a piece. What am I doing? All right. Why couldn't I just make a normal move there? How many pawns do we have for this piece? Couple. We gotta swindle Bob somehow. I just blundered a piece, but it's all right. We have good compensation. We have 2 pawns for the piece and a raging attack. Everything's fine. Do not panic. Bob can definitely go for e5 here. He's confused. He doesn't understand why he's up a piece. Taking on d4, winning back in exchange. How do I do that? Arsenal. I don't think I'll win back in exchange. It's like cd4, queen b4, then what? I don't see I'm winning back in exchange. Knight e3, he's taking a whole rook on h2. If I play rook g2 check, knight e3, it's just a trade. Before taking on h2. Okay. cd4. Okay, so bishop d4, cd4, queen b4. It doesn't work though, because there he has another trick. cd4, queen b4, knight e3, queen takes d4, and my knight's hanging and my rook's hanging on h8 with check. There's just some stupid problem in every variation. I'm not sure if I saw it either. Maybe subconsciously. Anyway, at least it was entertaining. Bob's just got to be freaking out. Bishop c3. So where's the mate? f5. f5 blocks my queen though. Man, this is ridiculous that there's nothing here. There has to be something. Knight c2. That's just the craziest move ever. Knight c2, queen c2, knight e3. Just the ridiculous tactic for the sake of tactics. No, rook takes g2 I think was going too far. I'm going to take on g2. Next move. Good, good. I won't slow roll in. Okay, that was mean. Just a little. Just a little slow roll. But, alright. He resigned. I hung my rook. Bob, come on, wake up. Free rook. Alright, we're just having fun. I love Bob. Not like that, but, you know, he's a good sport. The only thing I like about Bob is that he is a good sport, and he never cheats. And that's important. Two of the most important things in life. Be a good sport and don't cheat. Teach your kids. Don't forget to cheat your kids. Did I say that? I just forgot to cheat my kids today. We played mini golf. I won by legitimate means. My daughter was really bummed because she always loses, and she was hanging tough for like the first half, the first like 9 holes. It was neck and neck. Golfers who don't cheat also lie. Can you imagine Trump playing golf? The dude must like constantly cheat, no? He's like kicks the ball when nobody's looking. There have to be stories about that. All right. Percy Hepworth, welcome. Long time no see. That's like my system. What is this, a chess parody? Oh, it's a Rouse's book? That's good, man. I played him before he cheated, when he was still an honorable chess player. You know, I guess this looks like one of my games. He's copying the Nefedov system. I have a lot of practice against Nefedov here, Arsenal. I don't know why I really love not castling the dragon when white plays bishop e2 for some reason. It's not that great, actually. But some people do it, like, no matter what. Like, Shabalov will just, like, Star Stitch, another Latvian guy. They'll just, like, play the regular dragon without castling. It's crazy. Emery Tate, yeah. He probably played a lot of different kinds of dragon lines, but I'm sure. If it was on sound, Tate was probably interested. Rest in peace. Emery Tate and Paul Benko. He's got knight b3, so queen a5 never really works here. And I can't not castle forever. b5. So we'll just play the traditional. Well, the Chinese dragon, you know, Don't Cry Wolf, became a legitimate line where black plays like rook b8 and Yugoslav. Was it rook b8, right? So there are some modern lines where that's actually a real thing. The dragon is tough, man. I don't know. I don't really play the real dragon, but this is a modified dragon because he played bishop e2. Modified GMO. Genetically modified dragon. Whatever. We'll just be like Magnus. Magnus was playing dragon for a while, 10 years ago. Okay, sir. I didn't castle. And that's what I get to do as a result of not castling. You can't checkmate someone with g4 if they didn't castle. The Dragendorf. Well, it looks like a Dragendorf with a6. Yeah, that's another thing. Then mixing the dragon and the Najdorf. I think that's fallen out of fashion. But I don't see how Arsenal can get away with this, man. This is like... g4 is not going to work if I'm not castled. Right, and now... maybe the children should leave the room for the rest of this. Because this could get ugly. Rook takes c3 is a distinct possibility here. I'm trying to work it out as we speak. Yeah, but the thing is, rook c3, knight e4, queen b3. He just kind of... he can kind of hang out, it looks like. Obviously bc is like devastating, but rook c3, de5 also, then knight e4 though. Okay, that's probably good for black. But rook c3, queen c3, knight e4, queen b3. Actually, we might as well just try it. Actually, his better move is probably queen b4. Fortunately, I wish I had already noticed that, but it's all right. According to Andy Soltis, this is okay. So queen b4, knight c6, queen b7. That looks a little bit annoying. Okay, what are we going to do? Queen b4, a5, queen b7, knight c5. It's speculative. I may have gone a little too far. He may be not listening to the stream. That might be an important moment. I think the other was stronger. Chess After Dark. A lot of Dragon Maniacs who play Rook takes e3. Yeah, I have friends. One of my friends has a similar style to Emery. And he'll sacrifice the exchange every time he can. Centralizing move. Okay, but now I'm okay. Like, everything's okay. We've got 2 pawns for the exchange. White is well centralized, though. I like the queen there. I feel like I missed something better somewhere. It's kind of hard to see what white's supposed to do now. Like bishop c4. Bishop c4, rook f8. Bishop c4 is actually kind of annoying. Does his queen get trapped? That's sick. e6, queen e6, bishop f8. Then he has knight c6. Bishop c4, e6, knight c6. So I might have to try a different means here. Bishop e6, knight e6. Knight e6. Oh, sorry. Sorry about the screen there. I can castle, but then h5 starts to look kind of reasonable for white, actually. Bishop e6, knight c6, bishop d5, knight d8, bishop h1, bishop e6 looks kind of desperate now. Yeah, I mean, I think knight e6 is probably best. The Petrosian. It's still a pretty scary position for both sides. f5, pawn takes f5, knight f5, bishop e5. Somebody's gonna lose an eye here. I'm just gonna take. Always take. Very concentrated, coordinated pieces for white. Look at that. Brilliant. I can't even, my mouse is really acting up though. I need a new optical mouse, guys. My item sold for $20. eBay master. Check out the eBay channel. Guys, I need $1 million bit donation. Not $1 million, $1 million bit donation. So $1 million is a bit too much to ask for. Get it? Bit. What am I gonna do? $1 million bits. Only $1 million bits. What did we learn today? What an intense game. Knight g5 is actually plausible. Look at the white brilliance. Thanks for joining the stream. Error Vogel. The first comment. Some sort of computer analysis. All right. Thank you for the computer analysis, Error Vogel. All right, dude. I'm just gonna ban him. Like, why would you come on my stream and like announce the move for my opponent? Dude, this is just ridiculous. What's happening here? I'm just losing all my pieces. That's pretty good tactic there. Oh, come on. The guy came on my stream, immediately turned on his engine, and then suggested the move. But it has nothing to do with Arsenal fan. I mean, Arsenal found it on his own. Wow. I'm not implying that like it helped my opponent, but it's just wrong on principle to do that. You know, you never ever go on somebody's stream and like say like the winning move. Like there's not enough delay for that. He missed queen b4, which was the best move. It's ridiculous. I just played bishop e5. I mean, this is like incredible. The most incredible one move blunder. I was really not interested in opening up the position for the H file for white. No, we didn't lose the thread. I mean, it's a one move blunder. I'm playing fine. I just didn't see this. The idea is that my king will be safer on c7. See, the thing is, I wanted to play knight takes g5, but I didn't want to allow queen f7 intermezzo. But it actually would have been good. So king d8 looks like a weird move, but it's actually, you know, the plan is to play king d8 first and then save myself the tempo of getting f7 taken with check. Unfortunately, it just loses by force. I mean, it's like my king is actually safest on c7 or b8 and just walk away, you know, to the queen side. But I simply got hammered by this crushing shot. You know, it didn't affect. I don't think Arsenal listens to the stream while he plays, so it doesn't matter that the guy said the winning move. He found it on his own. But this is like, there's no move here. I just have to lose on time. Pretty impressive. I actually looked at trying one thing like this. Then I was like, nah, this is too ridiculous. I was gonna do like lose my pieces. I mean, if I had to play the position for $1 million, I would continue from here probably. I'm actually only down the exchange. It's crazy, right? I'm literally, no, I'm down 2 exchanges, my bad. Wait, I'm down more. I can't even keep track. Oh my god. I'm down more than an exchange. Alright, never mind. I'm down a lot. I'm completely punch drunk from knight takes d6. Anyway, what's material? All right, testosterone. Nice game, Arsenal fan. It's not easy to play, you know. I don't expect an easy game when I play Dragon without castling, but against Bishop E2 it should be pretty reasonable. All right, so I walked into the... This is actually Benko. I think Benko Fischer. Uber driver probably knows. If I play c5, e5, knight h5, can I do that? Yeah. I think I looked at this once. From White's perspective, he didn't even try to call me on it. It strikes me that that's not the first stream lately where Arsenal fan was the only one who did damage. There was another stream like last week, wasn't it? Where Arsenal fan was the sole winner. It's getting to be like kind of a regular thing. I was down more than 2 exchanges. I was down 2 rooks for a knight or something like that. I just realized. Testosterone. This opening should be banned. You were the only draw last week. I was playing a little better. Tonight I didn't feel very sharp. As sharp. I think it has to do with what I eat for lunch, or how much I eat, when I eat. It seems like my performance is closely tied into my diet on a given day. Papagino is probably not the best lunch food before playing chess. Bishop e3. Actually, I would like this knight. I would like this knight to fall back to d7. Guys, I guess we're coming down the wire. Last game for today. Nice tactic there. Knight takes d6 last game. Got to give you credit. All right. If he had f4 in, he'd win a piece with e5 now. It's a classic trap. But it's not happening just yet. It's interesting, this situation where he induced h6 and then went back. No, I tried to never play anyone like higher than 2100. No, of course, I'm just kidding. We play whoever challenges me. But the primary goal of my stream is not to play people who are strong. I mean, I just want to be instructive. I want the stream to be as instructive as possible. So, okay, a3, b3. People with names like that, Bob, sometimes turn out to be cool. You know that firsthand. You'll probably end up buying a subscription for him before the stream is over. Oh, no, I know. I mean, I normally overreact to comments like that, though, Bob. I shouldn't be so reactionary. Sometimes it's just, you know, an innocent... You're almost as paranoid as me. Sometimes it's making an innocent comment. I didn't mean, Vogel to be banned, actually. I didn't ban him. That was Mr. Coffee. You'll have to take it up with Mr. Coffee. I was going to actually time him out for like 10 minutes. So, actually, we should unban him, Vogel, for his error. I didn't want to ban him. I just wanted to, I was like, my first reaction, I said like ban him or whatever. But I mean, really, I think that the fair punishment for saying the move, the winning move, is just a 10-minute ban. Obviously, if he was like a regular and he did it continuously, you know, we could ban him or something. I didn't mean it. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. That was nice. See, Mr. Coffee's very reasonable. A reasonable guy. But I was so devastated that I lost to the crushing tactic that I didn't even think about saving Vogel from the ban. What do you want to call it? Banland? Saving him from Banland. I think everybody should get like a second chance, you know, in most cases, if it's not something too extreme. Mr. Coffee's not afraid to lay down the ban, though. We know that. Well, I think I said, uh-oh. That's a provocative statement. Don't Cry Wolf just said, I think I've had about 1 million second chances. Alright, guys. I have bigger fish to fry than banning people on my chess stream. I have an eBay troll to deal with. Not sure what can be done, but people are just terrible. I don't know, man. Today I was driving and there was this lady like tailgating me. Lady. I couldn't really see, but man. I can't stand when people tailgate me. I was close to road rage. Not for the first time recently. So, good point, Mr. Slow Hand Grind. I should announce the next stream. Normally, I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. But I have some stuff tomorrow that's changing the schedule. Mr. Coffee is not going to be here. Trolls, I'm out to get you. I'm telling you now, I will ruin you. Anita, what's up? Mr. Coffee's not going to be here, so I'm streaming on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. They're like celebrating no Mr. Coffee. That's so mean, Anita. Mr. Coffee's going bowling. He's such a tough mod. You'll be here for the first 15 minutes, see? Not going to be so easy. We have a lock it up guy. Testosterone is just trying to... Did you do like wrestling in high school or something? Literally trying to lock everything like it's checkers. This is one of the reasons why I hate the closed Sicilian. It's rather hard to prevent that from happening, I find. Bishop G4. God, this is a weird position, man. Two connected pawns coming to a theater near you. Knight c3. Positional chess at its best. Obvious. Next move. Now I'm thinking bishop g4. Bishop g4 with the idea of knight c3. This is genius. Just genius. Come on, don't lose on time, testosterone. You can't lose on time. Dude, he must be like lagging or just rusty. Wow. Just lost in time. I was ready to bust the bishop g4. And seriously, I mean, I think I might have bishop g4, then knight c3. Something to that effect. But the engine says like f5. Whoa. So just a positional pawn sack. Oh my god. Peter says that white is better after f5. I guess my last move went a little too far. I just went a little too far with the fantasy here with knight a4. It scared him so much he lost on time. I mean, I'm flirting with knight c3, but it's decentralizing. I think I'm a little too obsessed with not castling and playing h5 in the Sicilian guys. All right, that's it for today. We're going to be back, as I said, on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. I'll be hosting a Rapid Arena, Ponda Rapid Arena. Lost track now. Does anybody remember what Ponda Arena it is? Like Ponda Arena 12, I think. Ponda Arena, Rapid Arena 12 on Wednesday night for members of the Horses and Ponda stream team. I don't know what's with me. That'll be 5:30 on Wednesday. Ponda Horses Club. Mr. Coffee's posting it right there. Thanks for the crushing tactic, Arsenal fan. I enjoyed that. That was really a good time. Guys, we'll see you. Thank you for subscribing and joining and following the stream. We're going to be back again on Wednesday. Then the schedule will revert back to normal. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Glad that you'll be here for a few minutes to help me get set up on Wednesday. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening. I enjoyed the games, especially the crushing defeat. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.